Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a look using my Sephora VIB Sale items. Some of them are new to me and some of them are repurchases or products that I've used samples of before, things like that. So I just figured I'd do a full face using the products that I have. I didn't buy any eyeshadow, so that'll just be using another eyeshadow palette that I have. But I'm also thinking I got this Anastasia Aurora Glow Kit. I'm thinking that would look really cool on the eyes, so I might use that. But let's see what I create here. So first I'm going to try out this. I got a sample of it. It's the Lancome Lip Pro. I guess it would be La Boss Pro. And it's a primer and it says Perfecting Makeup Primer. So try that out. Okay, it's clear. I don't know how much of this I need. It smells like the Smashbox silicone primer. Yeah, and it feels like it too, but thinner. I might be greasy today. Jeez. There we go. Oh. So I gotta go through this kind of quickly. I wanted to use these products, but I also wanted to film something, so I figured this is what I would do, but I have a doctor's appointment this afternoon that I have to head off to, so trying to get through this quickly. Oh, I also got this Smashbox primer water. I don't think this will be a good combination on top, but let's do it anyway. It's the Centering Citrus one with collaboration with Nicole Concealio. I love the smell in the morning. Kind of wakes you up, refreshes you. And I had a mini deluxe sample size of the regular primer water and I didn't think I really liked it, but then when I ran out I realized how much I was missing it. And even though I have really oily skin, I actually find that when I wasn't using it, my skin was oilier throughout the day, so I think that it really helps hydrate my skin, so then throughout the day it's not trying to hydrate itself, right? Anyway, I don't think that did too much to minimize my pores, so I'm just going to use a primer that I already have, and it's just the Smashbox Photo Focus and it's the Pore Perfecting Primer. Kind of like the Benefit Professional, but I find that it's not as greasy, and since that Lancome feels a lot like the Smashbox, I know it'll go well with it. So I'm just going to put it where I have large pores. That primer's starting to set down, but it does have quite a slip, so I think in the winter when it's a little bit drier out it would be good for me. But right now, once it gets warmer out, I don't think that Lancome primer would be good for me at all. I'm going to use a tried and true foundation. It's just my Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation. I guess I wouldn't say tried and true because I didn't really like it. I have, like, it's okay, but it's not my favorite. I found that it looks kind of cakey on my face, but I haven't used it for quite a bit here, so let's try it. I think it was too pink too. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite. But there's been a lot of new foundations coming out that I want to try. But my foundation bin is full and I said, okay, you need to finish up some foundations before you buy some more, girl. You're gonna go bad. I'm gonna make sure I run this down my neck because I don't think it's the right color, but whatever. Just go with the doctor's. I'm just gonna blend this out with my beauty blender. Oh, and I also got this Bite Agave lip mask. It's not new to me or anything, but it is a repurchase, so I'm just going to put some of this on. You know, it seems like people either like the Laneige lip sleeping mask or the Bite one. I like the Bite Agave lip mask more. I have both. I don't like the taste of the Laneige one. It tastes like bubblegum and that's just not for me, especially before bedtime and right in the morning. But the Agave lip mask, just the regular one, I love. And then I got a sample of the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer, so I'm just going to try this. It's, they have 3 shades, 1N1, 2W, 1N1, I'm thinking of Estee Lauders. Okay, let's try this again. So 1N, 2W, or 4N. And it goes from 1C all the way to 6W. I would say there's a whole bunch of light shades, then a couple medium, and then I wouldn't even say 4Ns for a deep skin tone. I could probably use that when I'm tan, so only 3 deeper skin tone colors in their range. But it is a concealer and I'm not deeper skin, so I don't know if that goes deep enough or not. So you get a little bit of product in here, and I don't know if I should really trust the sample to be accurate for how the concealer performs, but we'll still try it out. I've been interested to try something different than Tarte Shape Tape. I think everybody is at this point. Put some on that pimple. My skin's been pretty good. I gave myself a facial the other day. I used a whole bunch of face masks and did a lot of exfoliating and some microdermabrasion. So my skin's been really nice, but I just had a little bit of purging here. Okay, so I don't know if it's the primer, but that just picked up. What is going on there? It picked up my foundation. I think it's the primer. I don't think my skin likes it. Yeah, it already looks greasy. Thank God I'm only going to the doctor's office. I look like a grease ball right here. Fit Me powder, I find that this powder is very mattifying, so I need that right now. Okay, and I'm going to do my face before my eyes, just it's quicker for me. So this is a new product to me. It's the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. So not completely new. I did get a small sample, you know, the Sephora 100 Point Perks, and I really liked it. I had never tried the bronzer before. I love the smell of it. Yeah, I absolutely love the smell of it. So there's it there. Beautiful packaging. I do find with my nails that it's kind of hard to open because it's so thin. See, like I have a hard time. I have to hold it. Now I had it open and I can't do it again. I have to hold it a certain way to get it open. But there's it there. So I'm just going to use some of that. And I find this color works really well for me. And then this isn't from the haul, but I'm going to use my Liz Wattier Urban Velocity blush. I don't know if I've used it on my channel before, but it looks like that. I like it. I got it for free from Shoppers with my points. I think it's like a $35 blush, and I don't know if it's really worth the price. I'd say if you can get it for free, it's a nice blush and I like it, but it doesn't really last on my skin. I'm not too worried about that today once again. I don't think anything's going to last on my skin with that primer. But to me it's just like your color. Like if your cheeks were naturally rosy because you were warm or whatever. I think that this color for me anyway is just perfect. I'm going to grab that bronzer brush and blend them together. Grabbing my beauty blender and that Maybelline Fit Me powder again, and I'm just going to bake the jawline. This is something important too that I've noticed some people do. They'll bake their jawline, but they don't look straight ahead. So see how this one's higher up than this one? That would look wonky, right? So you gotta make sure that you look straight ahead when you do it, when you're finishing up your lines. Just make sure they're even. I'm just gonna bake my cheeks there close to my nose and underneath the eye a bit. I know some people might think this is backwards because now I just have like bake on top of blush and bronzer, but I find once you buff everything together, it blends it really nicely and seamlessly, and it looks like the blush bronzer is more part of the skin than on top of everything. Okay, and I do highlight last, so I'll save that. So what's next? I have this plumping lip gloss too that I got. I can try putting it on top of that agave lip mask. I don't know. It's coming off quite a bit already from me talking. But this is the Glam Glow Plumperageous Gloss Lip Plumper Treatment. And I have the shade Screen Kiss. And this is really cool. Look at how it opens. It took me a while to figure it out. So you twist and that pops up. And then you pull it out. And I find this is like putting pepper on your lips. It's super spicy. If it gets in your mouth and the back of your throat, it's like so if you hear that just like bumping sound, I have the window open in my room and the air pressure difference causing the door to move. I like this gloss because it is really pigmented, and once the glossy part goes away, it does leave a nice color on your lips. But one thing is with glosses, I like to just be able to slap them on without thinking about it, and this one's almost like putting on a lipstick. You need to be really careful with the edges, and the spatula isn't the greatest. But I did get this on sale, and it was on sale on the Sephora site, and then also 15% off, so I think it cost me like $10, and it was regular $24, so I like it for 10 bucks. Next is eyebrows, and I did get this by Kat Von D, this pinky one. I was trying it out last night, and I think it's a fun look, but I don't know if I'm confident to wear it out to the doctor's office yet. So I might put a little bit in my brows to match my hair. But I do have this. This is new to me. It's the Essence Eyebrow Gel, and I got the shade 02 Blonde, and I like it. I tried this last night with this, and I mixed it with two of my Anastasia pomades, Caramel and Taupe. I found that the magenta one, when I mixed it with caramel, it turned it more purple. But when I mixed it with the Essence Blonde, it stayed more pink. I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll just see what happens. I'll start off with the Essence Blonde though. I was happy I found this at the Superstore. Because I really didn't want to buy another Anastasia pomade. I have 3 already. So I didn't really want to have to buy another one. And speaking of the Superstore, if you like my earrings, I got them there. They're Joe Fresh. I got them on sale, 50% off, and actually I didn't get them because I was shopping with my mom, and she seen that I wanted them, and she ended up buying them for me. So these were, I think, $3 or something like that, and I love them. They're the jacket earrings. They had a whole bunch of jewelry there on clearance, some really nice stuff actually, stuff that would be great for prom. So if you're going to prom or know somebody that's going, I'd recommend checking out the beauty section at the Superstore. That's where the jewelry was. This spoolie still has a little bit of that color on it from last night. So I'm just going to use this to help me map how I want to do my brows. I'm not going for the most glamorous look. I know for some people this is too glamorous even for the doctor's office, but for me, I'm going to try to be a little bit more toned down today. I don't know if it's going to work. I have my routine. Yeah, my lips are burning. Do you notice them bigger at all? This burning sounds bad, but that's kind of what it feels like. Like, it's not a tingling like the Soap and Glory one. You know, the Soap and Glory one's tingling. This one's more just like hot. Especially around the edges of your lip. Like you ate like 20 hot peppers. So there's just the Essence in Blonde on my eyebrows. And I'm going to pick up some Caramel by Anastasia. You know what? I'm going to show you guys it, right? You know, I only live once and I'm going to put it on. So here's the Kat Von D Super 24-Hour Super Brow Long Wear Pomade in Magenta. I'm not going to put a lot in, but just a little bit. I'm just going to grab that same brush. Oh, by the way, this brush is by Japanesque. I love it. I got it at Winners. So it's really creamy. I find this formula creamier than the Anastasia. It almost feels like a paint pot. Probably end up with purple eyebrows now. Like I said, it mixes and turns a little bit darker with that caramel color. But it does mix nicely with other pomades. So a lot of people were complaining about there not being a redhead shade. Well, there can't be a shade for every redhead. So I think her goal was to at least make stuff that you can mix. So if you had Anastasia Caramel and you were a deeper redhead, you could buy just the red color and mix it. I know that mixing gets expensive, but there's so many different hair colors out there. I understand though, because there's a couple shades of brown, but that's, you know, that's how she would make her money, because let's face it, Anastasia, look at, they don't have a lot of colors. The best color they have for redheads is caramel, and that's not great. So at least Kat Von D has a red that you can mix in. I don't know why people are so butthurt about the colors that she came out with. You know, at least she came out with a blue and came out with these cool colors that people can use to make their own shade. That's just my opinion. Not to be controversial or anything. I just, you know, I think that people should be happy at least that there's an option out there to use a pomade. If they have blue hair and they want blue eyebrows, and to not have to use a lipstick or something else or an eyeshadow instead. I find this eyebrow looks wonky up top. Just gonna grab another flat brush and some of my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. I had this out just in case I didn't like that Laura Mercier. See what I mean about that redhead shade that she has? Like, I'm obviously not just a pure magenta shade, but when I mix it in with the pomades that I already use, it looks pretty cool. I think it looks cool. My eyebrows match my hair quite a bit. And I was like, oh, that looks really bad, but I'm making it. And I just mixed it in. It performs really well. I like it. So like I said, normally I'll wipe off my bake with a fluffy brush and some of that Hourglass powder, but today I'm just keeping the brush bare. And I'll run some of it over top of my brows just to help set them in place. Alright, so now brow gel. So I've come to the conclusion that I don't like this brow gel at all. Number one, the handle is bigger than the tube. So when I'm not paying attention, I think that this is the handle, and I always go to, like, put it on like this. And then also the wand's too flimsy. I find that it just, because the brush isn't tapered, the product doesn't collect on the back of the brush like I'm used to. It disperses evenly, which in theory sounds like a good idea, but then I end up with a whole bunch of gel at the tip of my brow when I don't want it there. And then when I'm running it through, I end up with not enough for the tail. I don't know. This just isn't my favorite brow gel. Does it do the trick? Yeah, but I just find it takes me longer to work with than any other brow gel I've used. So I won't be repurchasing this. I haven't heard anybody talk about it, and I think it's because everybody kind of feels the same. It's just a meh product, especially for the price, you know. At the drugstore I can get that Great Lash mascara, that clear one, and that's like, what, $5, and that works fine. So if you can't beat that, you're not worth my time. This is taking me way too long to do. Okay, and I also got this sample of Smashbox eyeshadow primer, and I'm interested to try the white primer. It says make shadow pop, so let me put some of that on my eyes. Hopefully this isn't greasy too. Okay, so it's very white. Smells like paint. Oh, please don't make a mess. Okay, a little bit goes a long way. I took way too much. I'm gonna use my beauty blender and stamp it out. That looks a little freaky, but that's okay. So I just have this Z palette where I depotted some of my palettes. So I have like a Revlon palette down here, some shadows that I liked from a Milani palette, and then 2 of the NYX eyeshadow palettes. So I just grabbed this to use. This primer is messy, so I'm just going to put it behind me. I haven't used this in a while, so I figured, why not? So first color I'm going to grab is this peachy color, and this is once again the NYX eyeshadow palette. And I'm just going to put that on the outer corner. My Sigma E40 brush. Okay, and then I'm going to go into the Aurora Glow Kit, and what color should I pick? I'm thinking Eclipse. I'm going to go in with this color here, Eclipse. I'm going to put that all over the lid. It's a very beautiful duochrome. And I'm going to, by the way, I used my Flat Elf shader brush, nothing new there. And then I'm just going to grab this BH Cosmetics number 5 brush. It's just a flat packing brush. And then I think I'm going to grab like this brown here from the NYX palette. It's like a red brown. Just bring that along my inner V and then on the lower lash line, just to give some depth to the look. That white eyeshadow primer definitely did make that peachy color pop, though. I like that. Especially this summer, I think I'm leaning a lot towards more pastel colors, so I like that primer. I'm surprised more people don't talk about it. We'll see how long it allows my eyeshadow to last, so maybe that's why. Just gonna drag some of that peach underneath. I'm gonna grab this nude color here. Same BH brush, I just cleaned it off. Actually, that's not a deep enough nude. I'm going to grab the color next to it right there. Some of those shadows I made a mess of when depotting. Some of them came out easy, but some of them didn't. It was a mess to depot. They were glued in there really well. Okay, I'm going to go back and see Aurora Glow Kit, and I'm just going to grab some more of a clips and then run that along the lower lash line and the inner corner part. Same off brush. And that Sigma E40 again, kind of cleaned off lazily. I'm so mad that I did that. Okay, so I gotta show you how I fix it. So I'm just gonna grab some Maybelline powder, Beauty Blender, and put it there. So who wants to bet that I'm gonna be late for my appointment? And it's a good thing that my doctor's always like coming out to get me. It sounded shady, it wasn't. It's just how it is. You know, it's very rare that she's on time, but you know, you get patients that like to talk a lot and or have something important, and you know, as long as she's doing, like, you know what I mean, as long as she's doing her job and helping everybody, I don't really have a problem with it. There, and I just baked the outer corner of the shadow too. What next? What next? I guess inner corner highlight, we can do that, and I'm going to use the Aurora Glow Kit to highlight. Inner corner highlight, we'll do the, I'll pick up an e.l.f. pencil brush. I'm going to use, what do I say do? I'm going to use the color Luna for the inner corner. You know, I'm pretty impressed with this glow kit. So, a couple things about it. It is smaller than I thought it would be, but it's so much highlighter, I don't think it really matters. But the shades, when I opened it, they're so glittery looking. I was somewhat worried. I'm like, these are going to be chunky, aren't they? Because they look so glittery, right? You can tell I've swatched every single one. They're not chunky at all. Like, they're not chunky at all. They're beautiful. I can see myself using this palette for a lot of things, and I got it on sale plus 15% off. Like, it's amazing. To me, I looked at it more like a eyeshadow palette full of big pans of duochrome colors. And I don't think, can't remember if the blue's duochrome. I think, well, it's kind of got like a silvery icy shift, but it's not completely duochrome. Not like Eclipse. I'll give you a swatch of Eclipse. I always want to swatch on my left arm, but it's janky. Okay, and if you've watched me for a little while now, you know I'm going to go in with my Liz Wattier black pencil for the waterline, and my Rimmel Scandalize in Nude for the lower waterline. Okay, and I'm going to wipe that bake off, because usually right before mascara is when I remember that I need to set my face. So first thing I do to set to make everything melt in is I'm going to go back in with the Smashbox primer water. I also really like that Essence Makeup Fixing Spray for the same thing. That's really good. And then I got the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray at the sale. Oh, I missed that. That's the best sprayer ever.
Three hours later.
Okay, curl my lashes with my Tweezerman lash curler. I'm going to go in with my Miss Manga mascara. I really like this mascara. This isn't obviously from the sale, this is from the drugstore, but I've gone back to it Grab my mirror here. Okay, and for lashes, I'm not sure what I want to pick here. Knockout looks pretty cool. I think I'm going to go with these ones by Nakia Joy. Okay, lashes are on, and I used my trusty e.l.f. liquid liner as well, and my House of Lashes lash glue. Okay, next is highlighter. I like doing highlighter last. Just going to use my BH Cosmetics #1 brush and the Aurora Glow Kit, and I'm going to use this color here, Lyra. And hopefully that works. Just a little bit. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful duochrome too. And a little bit of Luna actually, I think, just to make it a bit more icier. And another round of setting spray. I just try not to get too much on my eyes. Threw my fan somewhere. There we go. Okay, take the clips out here. Do you guys like my hair? I've been really working on it, trying to get it like that pinky, purpley hollow look. I think that it's going pretty well. And then I want my roots to still be out, just so that I can just like let it grow and maintain just here instead of constantly fixing my roots, because with this color of hair that would be like impossible. But yeah, I think it's working. Alright, so anyways guys, here's the finished look. I do really like a lot of the products that I did get from the VIB sale haul. I really like the glow kit, I really like the setting spray, the Smashbox primer water. The only things that I didn't really try out are the Bite Amuse Bouche lipstick and the pencil. It's not really a pencil, it's like a pencil lipstick. I know I like these because I have multiple of these. This lipstick I haven't tried, but I'm probably gonna like it. I do like the lip gloss look though today, so I'm just gonna stick with that. What else did I get? The Kat Von D brow, I think it looks pretty cool, and I think it's very user friendly. Like I said, it mixes well with the Anastasia pomade and also the Essence pomade. I have 3 different ones on my eyebrows right now, and they all look like they're playing well together. The Too Faced blush I really like. Sorry, I'm just looking because I threw all this stuff over there. And the Laura Mercier concealer, it's not bad. I'd have to try it again, but you only get 1 use out of that sample. My eyes do look a little crepey underneath, but nothing too major. Yeah, it's okay. I think that was all the stuff. Oh yeah, the Glam Glow lip gloss, obviously I like that. But anyways guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Also, please follow me on Instagram. I'll have my handle right here on the screen for you. And also please subscribe so we can continue on this makeup loving journey together. Until next time guys.